This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget. This is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, you know the routine. You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. This week's takes me to Target, aka Target. Always hitting the little bargain section, see what they have, as well as one of my favorite pawn shops, Cash America. But before I get into what I picked up there, not only am I one of the individuals that collect movies, I'm one of these strange individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, like to share some of the things I watched, either streaming, physical media, or actually live in the theater with my family. First, I'm going to kick it off with a Dollar Tree pick. This is called The Devil's Mile. This is a 2014 action crime horror starring David Hayter, Hayter, David Hayter, Amanda Joy, Maria Del Mar, Casey Hudecki, Samantha Wan, directed by Joseph O'Brien. It's a low budget. It almost has kind of a Dusk to Dawn feel a little bit. You have these criminals that are kidnappers, and the kidnapping goes horribly wrong, and it turns from a kidnapping into this supernatural horror type scenario. Not a bad movie, a little low budget though. It's evenly paced. It's not high action, evenly paced, but not a bad pick for $1.25. Get the opportunity, see that Dollar Tree is worth the look. The Devil's Mile. My next pick is a television series. Whole family's watching this. This is a 2023 science fiction dystopian drama television series, Silo. This is based on the novel series Wool by author Hugh Howey. This is created by Graham Yost, and this is starring Rebecca Ferguson, Rashida Jones, pretty sure that's Quincy Jones' daughter, David Oyelowo, I probably just ruined that man's last name, Common, the rapper, you might also know him as one of the hitman in John Wick, Tim Robbins, and Harriet Walter. This is a futuristic television series where this community is in this silo. They don't have access to the outside. Anyone goes on the outside dies within minutes. It's toxic. And they have no idea, they have no history on the silo, how they got there, or basically any history of the silo in itself. And the story revolves around them trying to figure out what's going on. Slow pace, but very interesting. Again, love my sci-fi dystopian pictures. My son likes those also. Get the opportunity. It's an interesting watch. I think we're only 3 or 4 episodes in. Interesting watch. And this is on Apple TV, Silo. My next pick is a 2017 action biography crime foreign history film. This is Chasing the Dragon, starring Donnie Yen as Crippled Ho. That's his name, Crippled Ho. Andy Lau, Philip Keong, Wilfred Lau, Kang Yu. This is directed by Amanda Chang. Aman Chang. A-M-A-N. Aman Chang. It's not what I expected. With Donnie Yen, I thought this was going to be more of a fight martial arts picture, Chasing the Dragon. Donnie Yen is just such a beautiful martial artist, just watching him move. This is not. It's more of a crime thriller, kind of a rags to riches drug story intertwined with the corrupt British authority that was taking over China at the time. Again, not what I expected. Didn't have the martial arts that I wanted, but decent storyline, interesting movie. Again, nice ending. Get the opportunity, Chasing Dragon. My last pick is something my son picked out. He actually had his mom order this. It's a 2008 ESPN documentary, The Streak. And this is a story of Florida's Brandon High's wrestling program, which holds, I believe today, the longest winning streak in American sports history, with a perfect record of 451-0. It's a record spanning over 34 years, which I didn't know, which makes it even more interesting. If you notice at the top of the screen, my son is actually at a wrestling camp at Brandon High. He won't be attending Brandon High, he'll be attending one of their rival schools. But the same guy who was in this movie is the same guy coaching the camp. So I thought that was very interesting. Documentary. The parents are almost more interesting than the kids. There's this one parent. That's what he looks like, Mike Pence, the ex-vice president of the United States. You can kind of tell that he is one of these overbearing parents where he kind of forced his kid into it. And the mom is just like, she looks like a hostage. Everything she says, she kind of like has to glance over her husband. Like, is that okay? Is that okay? Very strange dynamic though, but interesting documentary on the street, how it affected the kids, more or less how it affected the community and the parents. And again, this is right in my neck of the woods, and my kid is in the same gym where a lot of the documentary was filmed at. So get the opportunity, you like that kind of stuff, watch The Streak. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. And this is my wife's favorite cupcake bakery, Sweeties. Enjoy. We are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my Target pickups here. Actually, after Target, I stopped by Cash America. Got some Cash America pawn shop pickups. I have my 3D pickup for the week, as well as my classic pick. So give me a minute. Let me get these scanned in, and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. All right, we're going to just jump into what I picked up at Target. And I was actually getting a little frustrated because at the $5 rack they had nothing but DVDs, and that's what I paid for this. This is $5. Excellent movie, Midsommar, from the director of Hereditary. Excellent movie. Hereditary is probably one of the creepiest movies I've seen probably in the past decade, probably. Two very pronounced scenes. One involves, I think, either a pole or a mailbox, and the other one where this lady looks like she's trying to saw her own head off. But back to this. This is, who is this? This is a Lionsgate release. Okay, let me cut this glare. Hold on. Much better. They have the digital copy. I believe this is the DVD, and nice artwork on the Blu-ray. Kudos to you, Lionsgate. And I vaguely remember this movie is like some kind of commune, and you know something's up when you have a bunch of really cute girls and limited guys. Is like, okay, something strange is going on. But one of those movies, Midsommar. This is what I picked up at Target. Next, let's jump into what I picked up at the pawn shop. Blind Buy, never heard of it, just looked interesting. Christmas in the Clouds. Bunch of Christmas movies that I haven't watched yet, so eventually I'll have this huge Christmas marathon of Christmas movies I've never seen before. He looks familiar. It looked interesting. And this is a Hanover House distribution. Christmas in the Clouds. Next one, Bill. Looked interesting. Elizabeth Banks, Jessica Alba. Been kind of a Jessica Alba fan since Dark Angel. I believe that's Aaron Eckhart. I believe he's in the movie Please Don't Smoke or something like that. This is a First Look Studios release. So it looks like a romantic comedy. Looked interesting. Bill. I actually have this, but I believe it's on a multi-disc. Blindness, very interesting movie. Everyone is blind except for one person. I don't know why he has a patch over one eye. If he's blind in both eyes, that makes no sense. No one can see it. Anyways, you have Julianne Moore, Mark Ruffalo, Danny Glover. And this is a Miramax release. Very dark movie. Blindness. Next, I'm not 100% positive I've seen this. I'm pretty sure I have. It's been so long. After a certain time, you forget that. Even if you've seen the movie, you forget some of the basic essentials of the plot. Michelle Pfeiffer. It's a Jerry Bruckheimer film. Jerry Bruckheimer was huge in the 80s and 90s. Dangerous Minds. This is the movie Gangsta's Paradise that kind of made Coolio, the late Coolio, may he rest in peace, blow up. Matter of fact, that song, Gangsta's Paradise, I believe, the music was dubbed from a Stevie Wonder song, I believe. But this is a MCA release, Dangerous Minds. And they don't have this on Blu-ray. Oddly enough, I looked, it's not on Blu-ray yet, so Kino Lorber, you know, it's about time. Next, Another blind buy, just looked interesting. Ron Perlman, I like Ron Perlman. I think that's the guy from Seinfeld, which I've never really watched Seinfeld before. That must be Esai Morales. I've seen him in a few things. Romantic comedy, How to Get a Date in Queens. And who's the distributor on this? This Chichewa Films? Never heard of that. It says, Illumination Filmworks. How to Get a Date Out of Queens. And this one actually got separate from the pack. It's only a quarter, so. Accused with Jodie Foster, before she came out of the closet. Kelly McGillis. And if you're of a certain age, you remember back in the day, she was one of the little teenage heartthrobs. Jodie Foster. What was the other girl? I think Chrissy McNichols. Who else? I think to a lesser extent, Kelly McGillis, because I believe she did Top Gun. What's really cool about this, comes with the 80s DVD, has the 4 cuts. I only really got it for Need You Tonight, In Excess, and Take On Me by Aha. Really definitely what looks like Sugar and Chains of Love. I might recognize that though. But you know, Take On Me, Take On Me. Take on me, that kind of 80s stuff though, but looks very interesting. I don't think I've seen this. If I have, I've probably forgotten the plot. Accused. And the last one from the pawn shop, Life Happens, a comedy that's a real mother. If you have kids, you definitely can identify with that. You have Kate Bosworth, Kristen Ritter. I'm wondering if that's the late John Ritter's, John Ritter from Three's Company. I wonder if that's his daughter. Jason Biggs from American Pie. And don't really recognize the other names, but she looks familiar. Romantic comedy. This is it's Universal? Yes, a Universal release, Life Happens. So this is what I picked up at Cash America. This is what I paid if you add a quarter to that, because I actually purchased this another week, so add another quarter, so paid like 6 and some change for this. And to wrap things up, my 3D pick for the week, Prison Girls, a Kino Lorber pick. And you kind of, let me see if I can get this open. You kind of know what time it is. You got the females in their little outfits. They got to do with the Ron Jeremy hairdo with the, what's the guy from Hugh Hefner, the Hugh Hefner smoking jacket on. All you need is the music. It looks like very hardcore soft porn. But it's in 3D. I love Kino Lorber, and I get a kick out of these. Prison Girls. Kino Lorber with the classic Kino Lorber back. It has the red and blue 3D, the classic Kino Lorber KL Studio disc cover, and very nice slip cover. You already know this is going to go on the shelf with the rest of the Kinos. And my classic pick for the week, I just talked about this last week, something I watched, the late Bill Paxton. You have Ice-T, William Sadler, and Ice Cube, who's been in the news lately. Trespass. The Shout Select release. Very fun 80s movies. This is when a lot of your hip-hop stars just start making that migration from hip-hop to the movies. You had LL, Ice-T, Ice Cube, just to name a few. So this is my Target weekly pawn shop pickup. Give me a moment. Let me get these scanned in. separate the plastic from the artwork and get you good people on your way. Give me just a minute. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C as in Candyman, L as in Ladies Man, Z as in Zardoz. Let's knock this out. Everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far, give me the big thumbs up, smash the like, hit that bell. If you haven't subscribed yet, what's wrong with you? Subscribe. Subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.